familiar with the Rivals of Aether Academy, this is your eternal TO. We have Ceroas right over here on the right. You know, plays a lot in PX, plays a lot in, does a lot of, you know, phenomenal work in
He's
the
got
academy.
a very mean Absa. If you played against him in a competitive environment, his Absa, he is a master of clouds.
Yeah, I mean, mean is definitely a way to put it. Like, you know, usually mean is more along the lines of strong. Ceroas' Absa also can be a little mean sometimes. I remember one time right before PX, we were kind of joking around because we saw Ceroas just kind of circling the screen during the screen share, and we were just joking, oh, well, he's just practicing the circle camp.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, well, the thing is, he circles the screen, but he also has enough cloud control that he makes his cloud circle the screen as well.
Yes, absolutely. And, you know, on the other side, we have Clockwork, a very strong Clarion player on the up and up. You know, takes you know, games off of high-level players every now and then. And, you know, here we are going to see where we start things off. Going to be on the Swampy Estuary, as Clockwork and Ceroas going to be showing us, you know, one of the TOs from the Rivals Recess server and one of the TOs from the Rivals Academy server. Yeah, a little friendly banter here and there.
Yeah, exactly. Ceroas has got that cloud block on lock, but right now we have Clockwork's gotten in right now. And now that he's gotten in, how much can he get off of this pressure that he's built up against Ceroas?
I mean, Ceroas still going to stick to the same old game plan. Does not matter whether he is ahead or behind. A Clockwork, you know, being able to get that percent lead, so ridiculously important here. You know, this time around, if you don't know Clockwork, Clockwork is also a very patient player. More than happy to just sit there and wait for you to mess up. So this is a battle of two incredibly patient players.
And patience is exactly what you need to make it through Ceroas' clouds.
Yes. Definitely so.
Started mixing up some of those tilts into his long-range plan for Ceroas.
Yeah, I mean, you see this wall of clouds. Like, Clockwork is slowly taking chip damage bit by bit, and just like that, Ceroas almost able to even up the percent.
Doesn't quite get the parry timing there. Ceroas delayed it slightly there. Yeah. Anticipating that. Is this going to be up there? No, not quite enough for it to be up.
Yeah, not quite enough for it to be the up air. And Ceroas knows better than most people, right, whether or not it is going to connect. So you saw the forward air, you saw those little bits of adjustment come out, but Clockwork going to be able to get that first stock. Ceroas looking for the immediate response. Up air not going to connect, though.
Yeah, now that he's got the stock lead and Ceroas needs to go in for the kill, he can sort of force Ceroas to have to come in a lot more and can't quite play as patient as you want to, but gets that nice lightning rod pin.
The tried, the true, the classic, the Thunder line, and Ceroas once again in his element, going to be able to rack up the damage and get the percent lead, meaning that Clockwork is now required to approach.
Exactly. He's got that space now, got him on the platform. Puts the cloud out instead of going for another up air. Given the option to go for another up air or put out a cloud and make some space, Ceroas is often going to just make that space.
Yeah, I mean, like, stage control is incredibly, incredibly important in Rivals, especially when you have such an explosive punish game. And honestly, it's very interesting to see Ceroas is actually has much more interactive matches, I guess would be the way to put it, when Ceroas is ahead. Because that's when the opponent starts to approach. And, you know, Clockwork going to be able to take that one right to the bank with the back air Dacus.
Yeah, we're in a situation similar to the first stock now. Ceroas does have to seal it, though.
Yeah, and there it is.
With that up B into up air.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you land on the ground or on a platform with that first zip of up B, you know, you're fully actionable out of the second one. But, you know, Clockwork just continuing to rack up damage on Ceroas, not being too impatient, just looking for, you know, looking for some chip damage here and there.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Ceroas builds up, although that forward air added a nice chunk, but previously he was just getting the clouds cutting in, basically. Just little chips here and there.
Yeah, and Ceroas just barely not going to be able to convert that cloud pop into the up air, and in a rough position here. Clockwork looking to seal out the stock. If Ceroas went for an F tilt 2 there, and the F tilt 1 didn't hit, that was a deal.
Oh, but now Ceroas is mixing in some air stalls a little bit now.
Yeah,
see how
air dodge.
Clockwork can deal with that. Gets the parry there. Not going to be enough to get a full conversion.
Yeah, not going to be able to get that tipper. It's a little bit awkward in terms of spacing there. And Clockwork and Ceroas at basically dead even percents.
Yeah, now Ceroas is mixing in these air camping a little bit more. Like, well, not air camping, but jumping into the air and delaying his descent a little bit more. Seeing what that can do for him. The light. All right. Thunderline connects there.
Thunderline going to be able to get Clockwork into a bad position here. Another Thunderline to rack up the damage. And a third Thunderline coming in.
Not going to do it in time. Go for another Thunderline. Oh, he's going to try and parry it, I think, but he didn't quite get it.
4 minutes pass, 4 Thunderlines pass, and if the first three don't
go, try another Thunderline.
Yeah, I mean, like, you see, that was honestly beautiful awareness coming out from Ceroas, right? You know, the first Thunderline hit, so set up a cloud and cover off the end lag and the punish window on that first Thunderline with a Thunderline. And after that second Thunderline whiffed, you know, in order to get away from your opponent, you double jump away, set up a cloud, and cover the whiff lag with a Thunderline. And once that third one missed, you know, you double jump away, you set up a cloud, and you cover the whiff lag with a Thunderline. And Ceroas is going to be able to seal out that first game, but now here we are on one of Clockwork's favorite stages, a Treetop Lodge. And this is a very strong stage for both Claren and Absa.
Yeah, Absa has a little less room to run away here, so I think that might be another reason why Clockwork is coming here. Gives a bit less space for Ceroas to outspace Clockwork.
Yeah, and there's that Thunderline that we were talking about earlier. And Ceroas seems much more in control this time. You know, despite being up in terms of percent, still more than happy to just box with Clockwork, just kind of get right in with that back air, and it is kicking time for the GOAT, and it is time for Ceroas to really show you what he can do with a lead.
Yeah, Clockwork's got him off now, see what he can do to stop him getting back on, but if you're recovering on the right side of Treetop, you have so many options.
Yeah, I mean, you have that high platform that, you know, you can get tech chase on, but there's so many ways for Claren to mix it up. You know, you have the edge cancels, you have just not actually going to the platform itself, but I don't know, Ceroas just has such a good control over this stage.
Yeah, we still haven't seen that first stock from Clockwork yet. This could be it, though. It's not going to be quite enough. He needs a little bit more before the down air will finish off.
Ceroas just looking for another stock here. You know, just, oh, wow. You know, that's a, I really love that bounce trick coming out from Ceroas, where basically if you arc the cloud all the way into the ground from the right side of the stage, you can bounce it back up.
Yeah. That's the cloud control I was talking about earlier. He's just so good at moving it around.
Yeah. So good at moving the clouds around, as well as, you know, Absa themselves. But, you know, Clockwork still not able to nab that first stop.
Yeah, and we're almost to the, okay, not quite there. Yeah, it's going to be an up air. That soft, the thing that's so hard about that forward air is that even if you get hit by the soft hit of it, it can often lead into an up air. If you get hit by the hard hit of it, it'll lead into a forward air sweet spot.
Yeah, I mean, but either way, the tipper hit coming out from Clockwork going to be able to lead into a first stock on the board. Another tipper hit could mean well for Clockwork here, but this is a huge hill to climb, especially into one of the most mentally taxing players you could end up playing into.
Exactly. Got him off. Ceroas out there fishing a little bit.
Ceroas, you know, is looking to fish a little bit for a kill. Almost had that sweet spot back air, but one up air is going to be able to put Clockwork near 100%.
Nice little platform boosted jump there from Clockwork, but he's got to recover now. Okay, he's got the hit there. Pushing through, goes to the nair, but gets taken down by Ceroas. Got the parry, though.
Oh, you know, got the parry, realizes the jab check, just waited. Ceroas not going for too overly committal things. And another Thunderline, not going to be able to seal out the stock just yet.
Oh, goes to the down air, but is clipped by the explosive cloud. Just narrowly, just like...
That was such a good wait from Clockwork, but just barely missing out on that spacing.
Yeah.
It's such unfortunate to see, you know, he picked the right option.
Yeah, he did.
He definitely picked the right option. He was like, all right, well, Ceroas is going to look to do a move here. I'm going to stay slightly away from the cloud. and I'm going to down air. I'm going to get a punish. It's going to be great. You know, the crowd's going to love it. Everyone's going to cheer.
But Ceroas
Dan's
had
going to
that
give me $1
cloud.
million.
He had the cloud bodyguard coming in for him.
Yeah, and it just kind of poked that sword right into the outlet.
It was just Zeus coming through saying, hey, you, get off of my cloud.
Get off my lawn. That's my boy Ceroas down there, moving on in the winner's side of the bracket. But, you know, Clockwork put up a solid fight. You know, that game 1 was really, really solid from Clockwork. Game 2,
He definitely had such a strong showing.
Yes, definitely a strong showing.
Really a lot of patience, but it is, yeah, as you said, Ceroas is one of the most mentally taxing players, and once he gets that lead, you just get a lot more eager to get in there, and that's where Ceroas gets you.
I think as far as mentally taxing players to fight goes, in no particular order, there would be Windows, Ceroas, and probably PK Master, which is an EU player who plays Shovel Knight. I love PK Master Shovel Knight. PK Master Malo is one of